Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Just in, House of Representatives reject castrations for rapists. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we're reaching you today. We want to say a big thank you for your massive support. Always there supporting us in every way, form, or kind. Thanks for the thumbs up, the likes, the share, the subscription. We really appreciate you. Today's is regarding a bill has been put before the House of Representatives to castrate those that engage in raping. Well, let's get into the news and get all the details. Members of House of Representatives have killed a motion seeking to recommend castration for rapists. The House, at the preliminary stage on Thursday, rejected the motion, which was recommended by Mr. James Falaki. Falaki, representing Ikeja in Lagos, has recommended that persons found guilty of rape should be castrated. His motion came in the wake of rising cases of sexual violence in Nigeria and the national outrage and the phenomenon it has caused. Falaki asked the Inspector General of Police to immediately probe rape cases as all other reported cases of violence against women. The call was superflourished as the police had already taken up such investigation and are earnestly doing so. The police has also announced measures to strengthen their desk dealing with domestic violence all over the country. In a statement on Wednesday, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Mahmood, ordered the immediate transfer of the investigation into the sexual assault and death of Ms. Vero from Benin to the police headquarters, Abuja. The IGP directive was sequel to the parliamentary report from the team of investigation and forensic experts earlier deployed to assist the Edo State Police Command in the investigation into the unfortunate incident. The DIG in charge of the force Criminal Investigation Department, Doug Anthony Michael, will henceforth supervise the investigation of the case. In a similar vein, Adamu also ordered the immediate deployment of specialized investigators and additional investigation access to all the gender desk office and the juvenile welfare center across the country. This is to strengthen and enhance the capacity of the unit to respond to increasing challenges of sexual assault and domestic gender-based violence linked with the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic and other social ill within the country, said the statement by Force spokesman Frank Mob. Well, my people, this is the news reaching us at the hour. So one, Mr. Falaki has recommended to the House of Representatives that anyone who has been found guilty of a case of rape should be castrated. Well, reports reaching us is that the House has rejected his request for the castration. I personally found, what this criminal act being done and violence being done to women is a sin. Because if you know the things this thing has caused, you will be amazed. Some of them, it has shattered their lives forever. You need to hear those that have gone through and you will understand the gravity. It has denied them the pleasure of even, enjoying future and, even their marriages as a result of some cases of this nature that we are talking about. So his recommendation, as much as it's a very good one, welcoming one, that we put caution. We put caution on anyone involved in such acts, but there is a little bit of fault with this kind of recommendation or carrying out this kind of exercise. Why? People can capitalize on it. If a young man has offended a group of ladies and they want to deal with him, he can be accused and they can present false evidence pointing to the fact that he actually carried out the rape. But guess what? It might be a lie. The matter might be taken to court, and with court, it's not I did it, I did not do it that justifies you. You come with your strong evidences. If, for instance, the evidences were planted, like the example we are given, and the person is found guilty by the court, and this act of castration is carried out, what then happens if after a while the truth is revealed? The deed has been done. Can you see the bit of flaw with this system? That's why, as a woman, I condemn those that are doing this act. And in fact, they should be jailed. They should be taken away from among people, and they should face and forever regret the result of the consequences of their action. They should live to regret it for the rest of their life. As much as that, what about the ones that are innocent that has been victimized? Or if somebody feels that they are being deprived by their, we have a lot of cases now coming up, incest, fathers, daughters, brothers, sisters, a lot of cases. You need to be in this circle or scenario and understand what has really been going on. You'll be truly amazed. Yes, supposing, like you said, someone is framed up, what will happen? Even look at we have a classic example talking about the Bible, for instance. Look at what happened to Joseph. A woman came up and said, "Oh, he tried to rape me," and guess what? He was put in prison. But you and I know that he did not commit that crime. So there is fraud. There is a bit of flaw with that system of judgment to anyone who has engaged in such crime. For those that are truly innocent, that have been victimized, what happens to them? What is their fate if actually they were not involved or engaged in such an act or a crime? So that's what we are talking about. So the House thrown away that bill. They could have provided another form of dealing with those that have been found guilty of such crime rather than castration. I don't think that's the solution. I don't think it's like a jungle justice being done in broad daylight, you know. And take, for instance, some people who have even engaged in this act, but later genuinely repent. What I mean by that is now saw the consequence of their action and try to restitute. I know that the person to whom this crime has been committed live with the memory for the rest of their life. You cannot erase it out of their memory. They live with that sin, with that event, and with that they can replay it in their mind again and again. And at times it goes on to disturb their future and all that. But there is still room to give a benefit of doubt to anyone who has been accused. And according to the law, yes, a person is not found guilty until proven guilty. Even if you catch person the thief, according to law, until found guilty, that person is not guilty. That's according to law. So, but people, the news reaching us at the hour is that the House of Representatives has denied this motion and has thrown it out. We heard of issues and scenarios of things that have been happening all across the country. We pray that these people will be healed inside and out. It's easy to say, it's easier said than done. But the truth is, we cannot now say because evil has prevailed, then we throw away the baby with the bathwater because of those who might be wrongly accused. For those who have legally gone ahead and committed such crime, they should be dealt with the full wrath of the law being upon them. But again, is that the way we can truly save those who has been affected? I want to think that the country also providing centers that people who has gone through this kind of traumatic incidents, are given refuge where they can talk about it, where they can sit down, where they can help them heal, where they can help them overcome the stress and the challenges, and encourage them to work on, forgiveness, seeing themselves that they are bigger than what happened to them. They are the bigger person. That person was too little to come in the right way, to approach them, to speak to them, to do the right thing, and that they should take courage. They are the ones. So putting the right things in place will help. So what do you think? Please leave us a comment, like, share, subscribe. God bless, and bye for now.